checking out this video on Tupac before he died. Man, you gotta check your boy out.
The cops weren't ready for what they found in Tupac's garage. When investigators finally forced open that locked door in February 1997, 5 months after his murder, they expected to find expensive cars and maybe some recording equipment. What they actually discovered sitting in that sealed garage would completely change how the world understood Tupac Shakur. And more importantly, it revealed plans he'd been hiding from everyone, including the people closest to him.
Hey, Pac, what you had going on, brother?
The walls had soundproofing, heavy-duty shelving covered both sides, and everything was organized with labels and dates like someone running a serious operation. And what sat on that main workbench would blow apart everything people thought they knew about Tupac's final months. The first binder contained movie scripts, but not scripts Tupac was hired to act in. These were films he planned to direct himself. Detailed production schedules, budget breakdowns, casting notes written in his own handwriting, all of it showed he'd been studying the film industry like he was preparing for a completely different career. One script called Thug Angels told a story about gang intervention programs, and attached to it were actual proposals for partnering with real nonprofits and holding community screenings where ticket money would go straight back to youth programs in rough neighborhoods.
You could say about Tupac, he was definitely for his people.
The second binder hit even harder. Page after page of financial records showed where Tupac's money was really going, and it wasn't on jewelry and parties like everyone assumed. Bank statements revealed monthly payments to bail funds for young people locked up on minor charges. Receipts showed he'd covered legal fees for families who couldn't afford lawyers. Wire transfer confirmations proved he donated to literacy programs, mentorship organizations, and community centers all across California, and none of it was public. No press releases, no interviews where he bragged about it, just quiet help for people who needed it. One check for $50,000 went to a Watts literacy program just 3 days before he flew to Las Vegas. But the third binder contained evidence of something that would have completely changed hip-hop history if Tupac had lived long enough to pull it off.
That's one thing for sure. If Tupac would ever live past that fatal day, hip-hop wouldn't be what it is today.
Legal paperwork showed Tupac was building his own record label, totally separate from Death Row. Corporate documents dated August 1996 proved he'd already registered the name Machiavelli Records, filed for trademark protection, started talks with distributors who could move his albums without Suge Knight being involved at all. Business plans laid out how he wanted to sign young artists and mentor them, build a full production house